Evet, bakalım. Beach.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Yani
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained.
Sen var ya, sen
Happily,
adamın
you
dibisin
have the
sen.
benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of
Ayalarına
witches and
kurban.
wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Ne? Bu ana görevleri temsil eder. Ana görevi tamamlamak falan filan falan filan. Tamam. Görev diyor. Ne diyor? Karanlık sanatlara karşı büyü sınıfı. Oo. Profesör Ronen, Profesör Hecat. Hadi karanlık sanatlara gidelim ya. Görevi takip et moruk.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day
Karanlık
ahead.
sanatları severiz.
Classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander.
Vay
He's an
Ollivanders.
exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master
Lan burada
within
da mı
these
sınav var
walls.
arkadaş? Büyücülük dünyasında bile sınav var. Pusula mı? Az siktir. Açın la kapıyı. Onu satayım senin. Peeves. Evet. Bir karanlık sanatlara gidelim bakalım ya. Haydi bismillah. Bunu koyayım, büyücülük şeyinde bismillah. Süper. Bir kara kaybı mı yaşıyorsun sen gözüne?
That all you've got?
Bombarda.
Levioso!
Oo,
Professor
Levioso.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the
Burayı
wise, age
hatırlıyorum.
matters very little. Today we will review a
Ay
spell
senin yürüyüşüne
that saved
sıçayım
me
ben.
from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to
Altına
remember.
sıçmış gibi şuna bak.
Levioso.
Levioso.
A levitation charm.
Levioso. A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to
Bu da
defend
Neville
yourself,
Longbottom'un
Master Courage?
yeğeni
No?
mi? Nedir ama çocuğu mu? Ne bu amına? Hadi bakalım şimdi.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity,
Oo.
especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ananı, asanızı bununla sabitleyin. Levioso yapacağız. Hadi bakalım Levioso yapalım. Al amına. Levioso.
Levioso.
Ulan tekte yaptım be. İşte bu. Tekte yaparım. Hermione Granger
Now,
gibi.
let's try something a little larger.
Bunu filmden hatırlıyorum. İlk ben miyim lan? Vallahi ilk bana yaptırıyor oğlum. Okulun en iyi öğrencisi ben olacağım.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Bir dakika.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
İki büklüme de ederim adamı var ya, iki büklüm.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper
Sıçtım
Hogwarts
ağzına kardeş.
I want a fair
Sebastian.
duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Good form. I know.
Vallahi kırarım kemiklerini. Vallahi kırarım kemiklerini.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
All life duels with this adept. I do enjoy a lively duel.
Adamın içinden geçerim lan. Ağzına sıçtım adamı.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to
Gryffindorluyum oğlum,
Gryffindor.
içinizden geçerim.
Thank you, Professor Haggard. Glad to have the opportunity. to
Harry'nin
practice.
gözlüğü de
If
var.
what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can.
Onunla
Perhaps
kafanı
Mr.
yorma sen.
Salmon
Onu
has
her
some
türlü ben
ideas
pratik
for
yapacağım
you.
zaten.
Again.
Slytherin'lerin
Well done
üzerinde.
today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Canımsın.
All right.
Kız
I'd hate to face Professor Hackett in a duel.
sen ne diyorsun?
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Yani. Abi benim kilit seviyemi arttırmam lazım.
Nice work.
Lan Sebastian.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
Nasıl içinden geçtim
Everyone
ama?
will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then
Ne
again,
oldu?
perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Değildi tabii ki de.
I've dueled
Ego
enough.
kasalım.
Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, You're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If
Allah Allah,
you're interested.
Slytherin'ler bu kadar nazik miydi lan?
Till next time.
Dur bakayım bir dakika. Benim bir problemim var. Ayarlardan. Miyav. Hı. Şöyle bir ultra performansı alsam aslında fena olmaz. Evet, sanki birazcık daha iyi oldu. Üst katta diyor. Üst kata ben nasıl çıkacağım?
What are you up to
Uçuş
now?
tozunu boş ver. Aa, bu arada evet, dur bir dakika. Ay ananı satayım, her seferinde şuna basıyorum ya. Görüş alanını bir artı 200 yapsana. Yo. Allah Allah. Hadi büyü sınıfına gidelim. Allah Allah, benim dünkü yayında bu kadar FPS'im düşük değildi lan. Buradayken bile iyiydi.
Cannot do this for all eternity. Up now, Annabelle. It was a long.
Otomatiğe alınca şeyi gitti. Ner. Dengeliyi alsam. Screen'i de kapat abi. Vallahi kıracağım kemiklerini şimdi. Çok garip bir şekilde. Ay ananınki ama ya. Kaç kat oğlum bu okul? Ha?
Professor Ronan Ten. Find him.
Selamünaleyküm.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here. Hello, I am Nettie.
Eti.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Ha, Ronan geldi.
Shall we begin?
Welcome to
İranlı
year
bir
5
şey
of
geldi lan,
charms.
bu ne lan?
Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident you will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now everyone please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference in the incantations of the color change and
Büyüme
growth
büyüsü ne ya?
charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Orospu çocuğu hep beni mi seçiyorsun yani?
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your
Oblivate.
holidays practicing Obliviate on one
Bu-
another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Hmm?
Arkadan
Seems
gidip
that we are
bir
in
tane
dire
vuracağım
need
buna var
of
ya.
review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akıyor.
Akio.
Ver canım benim onu he. Alırım ben onu.
That is not bad.
You
İyi
are
tabii
a
ki de.
swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. Might just rival Miss Onai here.
Allah o
Very
iş
good,
belli
everyone.
olmaz.
That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking
Oğlum bu nasıl bir ders?
I'd have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
After me. Lan ne güzel bir dersmiş lan, bu hemen bitti. Böyle. Tamam. Uçuş tozları arayın. Ararız. Buluruz. Ayarlarız.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport? Put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why
Vay
don't we have our
yavrum vay.
newest student start us off? Hmm?
Tabii ki. Dostça cıvıltı. Peki.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the lap. Excellent. Good. Not to worry. Splendid! Very good.
Çekip bırakacağız pekala.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no
Ama kaç
sport in
puan?
playing without some friendly
O
competition.
kaç puan olduğunu da
Miss
söyleseydin
Onai, would
keşke.
you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
Seve.
Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. Phew.
Akio.
Asikome.
That's it.
Here we go.
Bir şey diyeceğim. Böyle bir ponçik grafikler ponçik niye böyle oldu şimdi? Yani Amına. Karideye al şunu. Arttır reis. Hı.
There we
Kız.
go.
Akio.
Ananı sikem be.
Happens to the best of us.
Be sharp.
Çok acayip bir şey, benim sinirimi bozdu şu.
Akio.
Düşme lan! Puh, Allah senin belanı vermeye.
Keep trying.
Başarılar.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Ya siktir git sen de be. Bok.
I think
Oyun niye kasıyor oğlum? Ağır bir sinirimi bozdu benim ha. O neymiş oğlum? PCR 2 yapsak. Ultra performans desek.
it's interesting at this point.
Maşallah. Çok güzel gösterdin. Onun keskinliğini arttırmak lazım. Bir yapmak lazım ki.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Amına kodumunu dünkü yayında kasmıyordu, bunda şimdi kasmaya başladı. Niye böyle oldu onu anlamadım. Bu ne amına koyayım? Normalde kasmıyordu. Niye bu kasayı?
This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
O zaman şöyle yapalım. Bunu yükseğe alalım. Bunu kısalım.
Akio.
Geç lan onu, geç. Geç. Ha İşte amına.
Splendid.
Kara kaybım var ya.
Watch this.
Dünkü yayında şeydi.
That is how it's done.
Kızım bu sefer seni yeneceğim. Siktir.
Nicely done. Be sharp.
Yemez Natalicim.
Akio.
Ananı sikeyim, ne oldu lan öyle? Ha! Amına
Very
koyayım,
good,
daha
both
demin
of
denedim,
you.
hiçbir bok
Well
yoktu.
done.
Dur bakayım bir dakika.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly,
Şu an nasıl?
I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you.
Kamera donar
Better
amına
not
koyayım. Yarrak
keep him
gibi.
waiting.
Kamera normal.
Until next time.
Of course, you can use
Bak
Accio
buraya geçtim bak şimdi
if you're
FPS'im
so
arttı.
inclined.
Well, you'd be using it for clothing. Size Sebastian.
A word,
You
if
know
you
it won't
would.
work on humans.
Hela. Şu an sesler falan kısık mı, nasıl? Abi nasıl olabiliyor ya? Ben bunu yaptım daha demin. Yani oyun için ses kısılması olmaması lazım. Allah Allah. Şu an nasıl? Bu ne lan? Hmm. Heh, şu an olması lazım. Şu an oldu değil mi? Hayır, bir de bu şey olayı neydi onun adı? Oyun içi ses kesilmesini ben nasıl yapacağım ya?
Kanka,
Heh. Geldin mi?
OBS'in yayınını ver bakayım bana.
Bir dakika dur. Ben OBS şu an kullanmıyorum da. Streamlabs'le yapıyorum da.
Fark etmez, ver bir yayını bana onu.
Geldi mi?
Bakacağım. Bunun ayarlarına gir.
Bir saniye. He.
Sol altta ayarlar.
Girdim oğlum işte.
Bende gözükmüyor oğlum ayarlar.
I am in a game. Bekle bir dakika dur. Screen 2'ye geç. Şu an nasıl?
Tamam, sese gel.